Ну чё, поехали дальше. Ой. Бум-бум-бум-бум-бум.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
round.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints,
He'll see
footprints,
us. We'll have to
everything.
wait.
You honestly think they
Get
can swim
away.
all the fucking way across?
Shut up! The chief will hear you.
It's still easy here. And that skirmish
Now.
summer.
Starting a man ain't right. The Lord will talk to that guy, chief.
Ну понятно, здесь нас учат стелсу. Ходили. Какие-то миссии.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead. Quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here! Stand still!
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they tried to swim across the pond, it's about half dead somewhere on the
Run!
bank.
Quick!
Why are we moving down instead of being high up? No, you can't. It's getting more there. But we must stay.
No! Oh, fuck! They're in front of us! Quick! Into the rocks!
Find them, kurva! They're playing into the rock. Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top!
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
Where now, for fuck's sake? Here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us!
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake!
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him.
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come this way, damn it. If only that
Good job.
bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg climbing down the cliff. He was trying to catch up with him. Aye. But he shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. You keep watch here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see them. Aye. If the others get here, we'll move in from both sides. And send someone after me too. Got it. Strange. I must be mad. What?
Hans! Hey, Hans!
Так, налево. И направо. Понял? А. Понял.
Where is he?
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of
Чё меня
shit!
работает-то?
Alert! To arms!
Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen.
Пойдем,
And I
пойдем,
only found
пойдем,
my
пойдем,
way
пойдем.
out.
Нас
Your
уже-
stuff!
А.
Now you're gonna get it!
А чё не- Ёськи.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Pa.
Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Why? Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fellow landed with you. He broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Like, we've got to disappear. Like, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
Walker.
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cable. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck!
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
Father?
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle.
Easy, Henry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No! You do what
Come
I
on.
say, right now. Give the sword to
For
Sebastian.
Christ's
Anything
sake!
happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Not.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa, I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, strong!
Да, вот это...
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Там сейчас все события игры, да? Сейчас это...
Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What?
Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Теперь я сейчас буду лежать, да?
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
But I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
What about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
No part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks.
Так непривычно смотреть все эти катсцены целиком. Обычно ты читаешь и сразу
through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in... for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up.
Это хорошо.
Don't overdo it, though.
I won't.
Thanks a lot.
God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Страшное падение. После страшного падения вам чудом удалось выжить, но из-за полученных травм вы потеряли несколько очков основного уровня у навыков и умений. Ничего не поделаешь, придется постепенно устанавливаться и позже возвращать их в игре. Понятно.
really... Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Да, счастливый человек, если он с 2 ложками может наесться. Мерзавец. Отлично.
I feel like a new man.
О, яблочко. Слабый спасительный снапс.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
В чем разница между слабым и сильным? Допустим, как он был один.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek, The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Угу. Все понятно. В XIV столетии возросшие производственные возможности позволили начать изготавливать более прочные, нередко комбинированного типа доспехи. Развилась технология изготовления стали, появились механические молоты, а с ними возможность выковывать большие листы металла. Все это привело к тому, что на смену устаревшей кольчуге пришел пластинчатый доспех. Голову воина стал защищать шлем, например, цильвейер, так называемая железная шапка, бацинет или топфхельм. Доспехи изготавливались брониками и шеломщиками, чаще всего из одного куска закаленного листового металла, или собирались из нескольких меньших кусков. В начале 15 века считалось, что самые лучшие доспехи делали в Германии и Италии. Так называемые комбинированные доспехи использовались в тяжелой кавалерии. Их основу составляла кольчуга, дополненная пластинчатой броней на конечности, и более легкой версией кирасы, нагрудником или просто стеганой курткой. Некоторым кирасам и нагрудникам крепился крюк для поддержки копья рыцаря в бою. Если доспехи были без крюка, копье или пик оставлялись в прорезь в щите, прикрывавшем левую руку и нижнюю частью шлема. Очень распространенным типом шлема был бацинет с характерной формой забралом, прозванный собачьей мордой. Судя по историческим изображениям, воины также нередко носили железные шляпы с одной или двумя прорезями для глаз. Плечи защищались либо кольчужными рукавами, либо маленькими наплечниками. Важной частью доспеха был щит. поросеночек. Как следы оставлять, нет?
Shoulder. Bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Сценку не сделали. Было интересно, как закапывали бы его. О!
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Ну, как настоящий выглядит. Звуки, вот этот саундтрек, мне напоминает почему-то про Крафт 3.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. You know it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage, there we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Не хочу драться.
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Так. Что, нельзя, что ли?
Did you fucking hear me? Tell me what you want. Show you! Come on then!
Берем. Наверное, я должен был что-то здесь делать по-другому, конечно. Если уж мне подсказали, но что-то...
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for two bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her.
А что за Павлена?
I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Oh,
I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't.
А мы это второй встретим где-нибудь,
Promises are
интересно.
made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist's bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
When's the last time I ate something?
And we'll get started. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Полынь, Артемизия.
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench.
Чертополох, Бенедиктус. Чертополох чудным образом от хвори рано помогает.
You must have read it by now,
Особливо
surely.
от чумы. Коли водой его залить, боль от отравления облегчает. Коли пивом, пивом аппетит возвращает, а вином людей в глупцов превращает. Растет в канавах дорог, а также на лужайках и там, где потенистее. Тенисная, да. Выносливость повышается, наличие подавляет. Календула. Хорошо от сундеров, воспаление язвы, от многих недугов, кожных и грибка. В бане полезные, как мать, как отвар. Женщинам при месячной боли помогает, их регулярно возвращает. Если на рану ее наложить, быстро тут залечит. Можно ее с другими травами смешать или водный напиток сварить. Угу.
You must have read it by now, surely.
Деревина, зверобой, ромашка, мотикария, мята. Ага, это коварный. Шалфей, копник, одуванчик.
If you've read the recipe, get back to the bench.
Валериана. Так, ага. Так, сначала мы берем 2 ромашки. Вложив в котелок ромашки, кипяти 1 оборот. Измельчи шалфей. Так.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Так, а почему?
If you don't remember what goes in there, look in the book again. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked, put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Всего 2.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty. The fever should start to cool now.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you, and over Bajana, too. All done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Надо побольше, чтобы на всякий случай. Мало ли, у нас такие приключения, приколы опять будут. А, он сам проснулся.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel? Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Изменения. Они нужны, чтобы открывать новые способности улучшения. Список умений можно назвать на 3. Или Z. Ага. Так, о чем мне... так, вижу. Оппортунист. Вот симпатяга. При наборе репутации просто будет на 10% выше. Кто дружен? Дружен ни с кем. Ты можешь с кем угодно выгодно единственный. Ну-ка, ты сам при потере репутации. А будет ли такое, что надо И типа я выберу одну, а какие-нибудь там мобы скажут, типа, ты симпатяга, я к тебе там не подойду, либо наоборот, или это вообще... Зачем тогда выбирать оппортунист, куда потеря репутации добычи будет на 10% меньше, либо симпатягу? Ладно. Да, давай вот эту. Да, вот это... Чё? Бля, какой. Давай симпатягу туда выберем.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why, Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck.
Audentes.
As we know.
Да.
Audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you. For your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully... Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Еще нам и денежки дала. Какая прелесть. Ну да, первая часть был мельник, сейчас травница. Так что... Пока все идет как первая часть.
Hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Да, часы работают, наверное.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Еще должен был быть момент, как из этого, из Монти Пайтона. Ну да.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Да. Согласен.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
They're very droll. No, I was thinking more like finding their camp and sneaking in stealthily. Find out where they put the letter, grab it, and vanish before they even know we were there.
Are you dreaming? What kind of chance do you think we'd have?
Quite a strong one. Maybe.
Bollocks, old pal.
Well, what else do you want to do? Go back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
If I bear that witch. Wench!
Oh, I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Мы такие,
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Are you pissed or something?
Oh.
You're young and fit as a fiddle.
Poor Captain
It ain't
Thomas
what
might
it used
never
to
get
be.
back on his feet.
My knees and back
Him and his
giving
men were
me
attacked by
jip.
bandits.
But I know the bigger more than I can handle myself. Go on, Aaron.
And won't allow his soldiers.
Wait a moment. I'll be right back.
That must hurt.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, hey? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Пять.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work.
We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him.
Логично.
Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Если мы хотим попасть, нам надо все равно письмо как-то получить. Потому что у нас...
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking...
What's life like?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the...
Is von Berghoff...
No. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try... It don't occur to them they might not... They just see easy earnings. Then the old folk...
Where can I...
First you gotta carry them sacks for me, but otherwise you can find work anywhere. You just try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit... Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs help, you know what they... Well then...
Is this the only...
In Truskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then.
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone...
Where do you want the sack?
To the pantry. That's the... But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a miss...
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't...
I'll go and discuss it with my...
And careful with them sacks. Aye, coming right up.
How's it going?
Mustn't grumble.
Greetings.
To you too.
Good day.
Good day.
Ну-ка. Прогонит?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Greetings.
To you too.
God be with you.
And with you.
How are you?
Could be better.
Greetings.
You too.
Yeah.
Look out!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Would you help me?
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle...
No.
Ask away.
I heard your sister...
Indeed she is. It's going to be a grand affair. Even Lord von Berghoff is coming.
Look, I need to pass on an important... Do you think...
Invite you? Not a chance.
It would only be...
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. I'm not saying you're sure to get to...
You must know young Lord
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting...
Odd?
He spends more time in the woods than at home. Always riding off some...
I'd like...
No.
What's going on here?
Apart from the bandits, life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, but high politics is nothing for me.
Thanks.
Wait a moment. Since it occurred to me we could roll a few. That's a shame. You know what? If you beat me...
You'd invite us?
You'd have to beat me first.
Давай.
Really are desperate to get to...
Not in a while, no. Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time.
Maybe he's ill. Wait a minute. Sure, where can I fit is a fiddle? I reckon he's got a lot of work. People are always asking. And going to the dust. They're never maybe there's a woman. I don't want some good for nothing. He's got his eye on. I need someone who's capable and has a good head on his shoulders. And most important, does with a bit of luck. You're no saint yourself. But the answer's not. There you come back. And that way you'll keep an eye on the lad. Even have someone to carry you home.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How's it going?
My wife and I are pickling cabbage. Loads of it.
Again? That's what you said last week. And the one before that.
It's good for you. Pickled cabbage drives out the black bile and puts your fluids in balance.
What fluids?
Damn it! Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the black bile and makes you ill.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller Krazel again, haven't you?
What if I have? It may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day, he told me to give my cats dark ale to drink.
What? You didn't actually do it, did you?
Laugh all you like. If I told you they gave 3 times as much milk out of it, you still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Wait, really?
Aye, aye. Take my advice and go and pickle some
God,
cabbage, friend.
I'm done.
Так, надо набрать 400.
Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done in time? That tree will still...
Good game, friend.
Bloody hell. You've played before. Admit it.
True. I can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin. You'd have cleaned me out.
Well, we were playing for something else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know. I can't just invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only my old man can do that.
You were lying then?
A bit. But look on the bright side. We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I didn't win anything either.
You can still get to the wedding as a lackey. If you make an
Ну,
effort.
я так и знал, что могу так.
Those bastards drank more of it than I have. They don't want to pay for it.
Cheers.
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 Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before.
We're messengers from Rathheim. Here to deliver...
Hear that, Krazel? A messenger, he said.
He's a lame liar, all right.
I'm not lying. We're messengers.
Well, whether you're lying or not, no one... What do they call you, lad?
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Sameen.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Sameen and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Krazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that! It's gonna be big! Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
would it be possible to get
Блин,
to
вот
Von
она спрашивает.
even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know.
Очень странно.
He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the...
And everybody will want something from...
Could someone get to the wedding?
Someone?
Well, I play light and shadow.
What are you going on about?
All right.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his...
So...
The best thing would be to find it.
All right. As always, as the hours pass and the guests raise their goblet.
I'm looking for...
And what can you...
I can do a lot of things.
Bugger me. A black and my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods. If you're not talking shit and you can wield... And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come in, and I can get you to that wedding too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
Interesting offer.
Don't leave it too far.
If you're after more than just brute force and fire, you'll find
me intact.
I haven't been...
What's there to say?
It's usually peaceful, thank God.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslings. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomberg's his name.
Yeah, I saw him on the gate tower when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
So it's peaceful here. Is that all?
Aye. Except there's more trade right now because of the wedding.
But we'll be back to our old ways in a month from now. Thank God.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. Out with the truth. You ain't no messengers.
We really are. We didn't look like this when we left Rattay. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
What? There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage a pig that size on my own.
Christ,
She's strong as
pardon
an ox,
me.
and she stamps and bites when she's upset.
Oh. Cheers.
Aye.
One beer, please.
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
What are you standing here for?
I'm waiting. I'm paid to transport loads, not to haul them. The cart won't unload its...
Well, that's a stroke of luck.
It's all the same to me.
How are you?
Could be better.
God be with you.
Так, ладно, пойдем.
Talk to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at...
It's definitely her, though.
I did get something out of it.
What?
Von Burgov is about...
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fords, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. An invitation only, it seems. But there'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Ber...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. And that shouldn't be a problem, because you've got a...
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of...
Work.
Well,
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is, if we both do it...
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble.
Yes,
What if someone saw...
Do you have any idea?
Well, all right. I may not look much. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary, so you should be able to manage...
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the three...
Would that be some aristocratic...
Not so far. Oratores, the priests who pray for us. Laboratores, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And bellatores, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Говнюк.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. But it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hand pure blood, noble status in that. In short, be so kind.
Are you really not going to help?
Come now, Henry. What did I tell? I simply...
They say clothes maketh the man. And
what do you know? It's not long since I had to drag one sack through. And if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. I mean it, Henry.
Suit yourself, then. Right.
Well, if it makes you feel better. That too, of course. But above all, once we're out of the work, as soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest. Although, if you think about the three states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work.
How generous of...
I know, my dear
Plan to take her away. Somewhere she's out of sight.
Слопнет.
If you ain't here to carry, clear off.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
I'll have a beer.
Кися. Кися. Так, мне сказал вторая дверь. А, вот, наверное, здесь. Так, только не надо уставить.
What did I do to you?
Don't shove!
To a good house, my friends!
Красота.
An ale, as usual.
the other day. Someone go and really do something about that. If he says it's all right, I happen to like mine. And the one what are friends for if not to help each other?
You know what? I've had enough of your bullets. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Another day bar all the time, and whenever I
Rakan.
can the black pile and
I
make
might just do that.
You've been hanging around.
But the two of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
So we lost everything.
How chucked him into the water
to understand?
What if you're one of those bandits and you're up to no good? We should kick both.
Ignore those people. Don't let them provoke you.
I'm perfectly calm. Keep working and take no...
Don't say another word.
Henry, stop lecturing me like I'm...
Time to look.
Work those...
From my
heard about the
father's
attack by pawns.
Я предупреждал.
And none of the strangers
They don't
survived.
collect tithes before then.
You're right, but I promised
But the two
myself
of
I
us
wouldn't
managed to
leave
get
it till
away.
the last moment.
It was the same bandits
So
who
have you
attacked
got
Lord
any
von
idea?
Bergov's men.
Here you go.
I did. I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
Мне почему-то одну не засчитал. Ага.
Yuck! What the hell is that? That smell wasn't here before.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Look, calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Bergov himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Reißt dir deinen Arsch auf!
Why did you do that?
Stop it, Daddy! You didn't even know the choice!
Shame on you!
Wir werden dich ausnehmen!
You're a dead man! You know that?
Блин, да чё вы как это? Вот здесь. Надо что-то делать, да.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you.
I only wanted him to apologise.
What do you think I was? You should have listened to me.
And let him insult me. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining under...
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me. Just like that.
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn? You're fucking useless! You... Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Ladies? Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that...
Otto!
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah.
Off you go.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
It's about
What
time.
did I do to you?
Come here.
Чего?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Barely. Look at me. They just let me out of the pillory. Nobody wants anything to do with me. And I don't even know what hill that is over there.
Well, that there hill is Slatego. And you pull yourself together. Like Tomcat says, nothing's impossible. And bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name?
I'm Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good.
I ain't.
Where are you headed? If you're only
For work. To the city. I'm tired of... They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale with the city folk.
You're something like...
Nah. I usually find work with someone, stay for a while.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say...
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel...
I'd like to see what their homes...
You can go and see them.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg...
Aha.
Well, she does, but I won't be troubling her long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping...
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe...
Don't get your hopes up.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? On the streets, I appreciate your concern. But I have...
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joke...
Do you think Tomcat might...
No offence, but...
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon...
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came...
Well, sure.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He rakes logs with his hands. But to be fair to him, Stanislav's sheep fell into a...
And Tomcat pulled...
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found...
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch...
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise...
I'm practically...
At least you're not walking around bare...
Ah, very funny.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade?
I could use some armor.
And...
Well, yeah. I don't look so good.
Wow. And...
That's a long story.
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now. But you might find...
Thanks.
Just don't get you...
I have no money.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper.
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Damn. I could use a horse.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still.
There's a stud farm in Semin.
And which way is Semi?
Southwest from here, not too far. Once you see the walled farmhouse, though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again.
If you find some work...
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi.
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else.
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way. Oh well. It was nice to meet you.
Don't worry. You'll...
Ну, наверное, к кузнецу надо идти. Я так считаю.
Doesn't it bother you? Can I help you?
Да, никого нет. Понял.
Chain of yours. If I was under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
Hey! That's enough of that.
You do remember the promise we made, don't you?
It was one mass. I hardly reckon I'll face damnation for that.
You promised that if we can't be together here on Earth, we'd be together after death.
I'm telling you, it was just one mass.
You don't care about us at all. Why did you marry that old battle axe anyway? We could have been together in this life too.
Cheers.
Don't even
I hope you have an uneventful shift.
100 times.
You'll go to confession and donate some money to the church. Got that? Or I'll end up in the kingdom of heaven by myself and on this shelf.
All right, I will, but I've got to go now. If my wife saw us, I'd be in deep shit.
All right. How about a kiss farewell?
Are you serious? What about my marriage vows? If the Lord saw us...
God.
Be with you. Take care.
care. Best of luck.
God! Where's that? Don't cause any trouble. Got it? How's it going?
Greetings, Master Guard.
Loads of it.
Again? That's what you said last week. And the one before.
It's good for you. Pickled cabbage drives out the white barrel.
What's that stink? It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Have you come to break some more stuff? Have you come? And I was beginning to.
Greetings to you.
But it's just you.
Lord be with you.
Так, Кости играет, музыкант.
Ugh! You stink like a wet dog.
Ой, так, потом. Давай-ка мы пойдем к персонажу с заданием. Торговец.
Greetings.
Ага. Я хочу доложить о засаде. Друга еще не торгов, что нового.
What's new in the county?
I heard something's going on in town. Project the Innkeeper is probably... Will they never? And now I've been visited by one. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
What do you mean more?
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, now someone's stealing cabbage.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. What's new in...
I was just visited by one of... He said he found more fresh graves behind his field. Just below...
What do you mean more?
That we found someone buried here. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started.
I'd like to buy something.
If it's a tradesman you're after, your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the...
I can't help you with that. You'll have...
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself.
It's a long story. My lord got...
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're... If you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your... I'm sorry, lad, but until then...
I need to speak with Sir...
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my...
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain...
And where do I find...
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in.
What do you want me to do about it? I'm not going to put in a word for you.
What's new?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskovit is peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Well, that's how it was until...
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic and then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain already... But that's no business of...
I understand.
Ладненько. Пожалуй, я сделаю перерыв. Пчелы. Вино, крапива, белладонна.